Next award is given to an individual in our community who has worked very hard to preserve our Chamorro culture. As a matter of fact, our next honoree travels across the country to spread the word about Guam. And if he's not blogging about his journeys and encounters with our island's most precious resource, our manamco, or helping produce a documentary, Manhita Chamorro, you'll find him praying in the hilltops of Sinahanya at the Capuchin Friary. We are truly blessed to introduce Father Eric Forbes, our KUAM CareForce Adayan and Cultura awardee.
I'm extremely honored, but also extremely surprised. I've never won an award in my whole adult life. And to be selected specifically because of the great need to promote and preserve our culture is even a greater honor for me because of the cause. I was raised by a grandmother who was born in 1899, and she was the oldest daughter of a woman born in 1874, and I was 18 years old when she passed away. So all my childhood up to 18, I constantly heard stories about the days before the war, about our Chamorro culture. I heard the Chamorro language being spoken by my grandmother and her sisters. They lived the culture. They didn't just talk about it, they lived it. And it's a great culture. It made me so proud to be Chamorro, even though my dad is Irish American. But my identity is firmly rooted in my childhood and my Chamorro upbringing. And that generation is passing away. And so I'm doing what I can do with the help of many people as well to capture that, preserve it, and pass it on. In 2009, after serving as superior of the Capuchins for 9 years, I got a year off to kind of, take a sabbatical. And yeah, I needed my rest, but I'm not one for just, watching TV. I hardly ever watch TV. But I wanted to do something. And so I was being asked to do some Chamorro fiestas back in California when they heard that a priest from Guam was around. And beyond that, I started talking to some good people, Chamorro people in Los Angeles, and we just kind of brainstormed on the idea of presenting Chamorro workshops, mainly for the Chamorros in California, many of whom have been away from home so long, or perhaps even were born in the mainland and have never even been to Guam or Saipan or wherever, and to present to them, give to them at least a slice, as much as one day can give you, of their own culture, their own language. And the reaction, the response of the people was so enormous. When I left California to return to Guam, people were saying, well, we still need more, and you're not going to be able to come here often. So I decided to do something courageous for me, which was to do a blog, because I can basically do email and that's it, But now I ventured into blogs and also Facebook, and so I'm getting there. Again, people in California were saying, we won't have you all the time, you won't be able to do workshops all the time. What's another format we can use to embody, to incarnate all of this information and pass it on to the future generations? And the idea of a DVD came up. And so we formed a nonprofit cultural organization, and we called it Manhita Chamorro, We Chamorros. And right now we're fundraising and seeking grants for the production of a DVD outlining the entire history, as much as we can do, of the Chamorro people, from as far back as we can go to the present reality.
I am Chamorro.
I am Chamorro.
Chamorrojo.
Polly Eric Forbes has spent the last 26 years researching Guam's history and culture.
I guess the most rewarding part of my cultural activities is just what I shared about people saying that they have found missing pieces of their inner being. This gray area, this question mark about who they are and what does it mean to be Chamorro, that I have helped in some way, given more definition to into that gray area so that they can insert it back into that puzzle that we call ourselves.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause and a warm holiday welcome to our KUAM CareForce Ahadayan y Cultura honoree, Polly Eric Forbes.
Sidus Masi, thank you very much. I guess what I would say is that for me, advocating the Chamorro culture is not just nostalgia. It's not just a romantic love affair with the past. It has everything to do with the present and everything to do with the future. It's no secret that many of the social problems that we experience on our island today is in part due to the loss of our cultural values. And so therefore, I see my work as really part and parcel of my overall mission of bringing healing to people. So that when they can reclaim their identity and their self-worth and their dignity, everybody, regardless of their cultural background, has to feel pride in who they are and accept who they are, their history, who they are, and what they stand for. And if I can help do that, that makes my life ever so rewarding. Pues maguvdutsu mahlaw estina premium I aadahin kultura paggo nasakan. Zahutsahlaw estina premium ahitigi na onhu ha solo law con todo ginaan todo adusya na tautaw ni umadududadzu muna posibli itsetsoho. From all the archives all over the world, Europe, the United States, and the Philippines, who have opened their doors to allow me to research, to all the manamko, many of whom have passed on, who have shared their life story with me, and to all those supporters on Guam, Saipan, and the U.S. mainland who helped me organize all my events and the DVD project, and to the Capuchin friars who tolerate my extracurricular affairs on behalf of our culture, I say, Don Clunesidus Moasi, Biba Guam.
Congratulations once again to Polly Eric Forbes. And one more time for the George Washington High School, my alma mater, Geckos, the vocational band.
Voices screaming, let's be jolly.
Oh, yeah. I know I wasn't the only one singing along there. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, the George Washington High School Vocational Band.